welcome to the news on Enyimba TV. We are reaching you from the commercial city of Aba in ABIA State, Nigeria. First, the headlines. Victorious Covenant High School to face defending champion Sky Blue Diamond Academy in the finals of Enyimba TV and Radio Limited Schools Debate Competition. Army begins competition in weapon handling, obstacle crossing in ABIA. JAMB to decide admission cutoff July 18. Thanks for joining us on the news at this time. My name is Esther Chima. Now the news in details. 7 passengers yesterday died in a fatal accident along Aba-Ikotekbene Road in Abia State. The accident involved a Toyota Sienna bus belonging to an Akwa Ibom-based transport company and a red-colored tipper conveying wet sand. The accident, which happened at Okwakiri Junction along the Federal Road, saw the 2 vehicles colliding. Most of the victims were passengers traveling inside the Sienna bus. As at the time of this report, no official statement had been made about the cause of the accident or the actual number of victims. But some residents and transporters along the road blamed overspeeding on the part of the Toyota Sienna driver for the accident. However, some residents claimed that a brake failure suffered by the tipper led to the accident. Victorious Covenant High School has advanced to the final of Enyimba TV and Radio Limited Secondary Schools Debate Competition, tagged on the contrary. The school qualified after winning the first session of the semi-finals between them and High Grade Model Academy with the topic, minimum wage should be the same for both public and private sectors in Nigeria. Our correspondent Confidence Paul monitored the event and filed the report.
In the thrilling semi-finals on the contrary secondary school debate competition, 2 exceptional teams clashed in a battle wit and logic. Victorious Covenant High School, the proposers presented a compelling argument emphasizing the need for economic equality and fairness for a unified minimum wage in Nigeria.
Minimum wage is the least legal pay that employers offer their workers to private sector. Private sector is a part of the country's economy that is run by individuals and companies rather than the government entity.
Minimum wages should be the same for public and private sector workers in Nigeria. According to economists, minimum wages have been defined as the minimum amount of remuneration that the employer is required to pay wage earner for work done during a particular period, which cannot be reduced either by collective agreements or individual contracts.
Stability. Economic disparities can lead to social unrest and instability. Uniformity of minimum wage for both sectors can help to create a more stable and harmonious society, thereby reducing the potential of conflict caused by economic grievances.
In the rebuttal round, each team directly addressed the arguments presented by their opponents, challenging their assumptions and reinforcing their own stance.
And every employer is a citizen, and the government has a say in that because they can't abuse that. Because the economic growth is for all citizens, and government should influence them.
Wages that they have been paid 30,000 naira since 2019 is reducing the economy of the country, and it has been bringing in inflation, hunger, starvation, destitution, and high rate of crime in the society because they pay the teachers peanuts. Then, when it is not enough in the public sector.
After careful deliberation and consideration of the arguments presented, our judges declared the winners of the semi-final debate to be Victorious Covenant High Schools.
Victorious Covenant High School are actually the winners of today's debate.
The debaters expressed their elation and gratitude, acknowledging the value of the debate experience and the opportunities it has brought them.
My name is Ezebuma Beauty. I'm the supporting speaker from Covenant High School, and I'm very excited that we won this round, and I believe that we will win the next round.
My name is Winwu Christabel. I'm the lead speaker from Victorious Covenant High School. I'm feeling so excited. As I would always say, as God would have it, we'll be the winner for this debate competition.
I thank God that we came to this competition, even though we didn't go victorious, but we participated and we tried our best.
As God brought us this far, I believe that next time He's going to take us further.
The semi-final debate was a thrilling intellectual showdown. Both teams demonstrated exceptional critical thinking, research, public speaking skills, making the debate a truly enriching experience for all in attendance. We commend both teams for their hard work, dedication, and sportsmanship. Their participation in this debate competition has not only honed their skills, but also inspired their peers and audience members to engage in a meaningful discussion about critical issues. Confidence, Paul, reporting.
The second session of the semi-finals featured Sky Blue Diamond Academy competing with Diamond Magnet Academy. The topic for the debate was transformative leadership comes from the citizenry and not government. The debaters showcased great intellectual skills during the debate. Our correspondent, Amarachi Osondo, has the rest of the story.
The debate competition was a testament to students' in-depth research of the topic. The performance during the debate was energetic and thrilling. It was a heated argument between both schools who were contending to secure a spot to the finals.
Formative is a word with a positive connotation, meaning change. Leadership is a relationship between a leader and a follower, just like the clapping of hands. To bring an ovation. Transformative leadership is a leadership approach that has a lasting change, a change that transcends through generation, a change that is durable, a change that is constructive.
Their opponents stated their points freely in argument of the topic.
In order to cause a transformative change in the Nigerian economy, to solve the problems of hunger and starvation, staring you and I, my dear audience, in the face. Going further, transformative leadership is based on performance and not position. The leadership structure of our country today has produced leaders who are sitting on the bench. You will agree with me that the Labour Party presidential aspirant, Mr. Petroleum, has continued to engage in active leadership.
This with you and not the government. Number 3, franchise. Leadership is an action, not a position. And it comes with the franchise of the people. People's voice, louder than the trumpet, people's power, greater than the government. This means that any government without the approval of the people has a powerless power. Number 4, endless citizenry. Transformative leadership is a journey and not a destination.
The next phase was the rebuttal, where each representative counters the opponent's argument. The highlight of the debate was the announcement of the winner after a series of assessments and calculations from the judges.
All right, so at the end of the score today, from the scores from both judges and from the supporting and lead speakers, Diamond Magnet Academy came up with a total of 227 points. Wow. Blue Diamond from the scores from both judges with 332 points. And at the end of the debate today, Sky Blue Diamond are actually the winners of today's debate.
At the end of the auspicious debate, we spoke with the participants who shared their views.
I am Emmanuel Gochuku from Sky Blue Diamond Academy. You witnessed the semi-finals, the Diamond Clash, Diamond versus Diamond. Actually, as the saying goes, it only takes a diamond to break a diamond. The mother taught the daughter, and we are still families. So we are about to witness, the next thing you're going to witness in the final will be a devastating mayhem. So I hope you'll be there.
My name is Caleb Prudence. I'm a student of Diamond Magnet Academy, and I'm really happy. It's a privilege to be part of the semi-final. But of course, our mother school qualified for the finals, and we expect them to bring back the trophy.
My name is Sky Kugit from Diamond Magnet Academy, and I witnessed the semi-finals, and I'm happy to be here. It's a win-win for all. Although we didn't win, I'm still glad that my mother's school won.
I am Odinaka Treasure of Sky Blue Diamond Academy, and this is the semi-finals. We are so happy to be the winners today. Looking forward to the finals.
My name is Mr. Ogweri Nwoko. I'm the English teacher of Sky Blue Diamond Academy. We in Sky Blue Diamond Academy are committed to our trust in educational transformation, which has brought these two schools. In this transformation, even younger schools will challenge even the most popular citadels of learning in this transformation that is coming.
The English Studies teacher to Diamond Magnet School. The Diamond School is very grateful to Enyimba FM and TV station. We came here to celebrate. We came here for a friendly game because the win for one is the win for all. So because we know that one diamond will fall and one diamond will stand. So we say thank you to Enyimba FM for giving us this opportunity to have an intellectual fight today.
It was indeed an intellectual battle between both schools who gave an excellent performance during the debate. Sky Blue Diamond Academy has secured a spot to the finals and will be contending with Victorious Covenant High School. The debate was sponsored by Enyimba TV and Radio Limited. Amarachi Osondo reporting.
The Nigerian Army has commenced inter-brigade warrant officers and senior non-commissioned officers competition among various units and formations within the 82 Division Enugu and the 14 Brigade Ohofia. Participants at the one-week event would compete in weapon handling, shooting, half cross-country, map reading and navigation, obstacle crossing, and drill. The participating units include 13 Brigade Calabar, 44 Engineering Brigade Enugu, 34 Artillery Brigade Owerri, 14 Brigade Ohofia, and the 82 Division Garrison Enugu. Declaring open the competition, the General Officer Commanding GOC 82 Division of the Nigerian Army Enugu, Major General H.T. Dada, said the goal of the competition was to boost the combat readiness of the personnel of the Nigerian Army. Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja is assuring Nigerians that the Nigerian Army headquarters is committed to resolving all security issues in the country promptly. The Army chief stated this at a roundtable with stakeholders in Abuja. He added that the Army would continue to operate without reservations to ensure the safety and security of the country while advocating for citizens' involvement. President Bola Tinubu says the efforts of security forces in the fight against insecurity in the Northwest are yielding results and have disrupted and dismantled criminal networks. The president said this at the Northwest Peace and Security Summit organized by the Northwest Governors Forum in Katsina, the capital of Katsina State, on Monday. Represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, Tinubu assured Nigerians that the progress made so far is just the beginning as the government is making more efforts to provide a better secure environment for all citizens. He, however, assured Nigerians that his administration would not rest on its oars until banditry, terrorism, and other forms of insecurity were eliminated. Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Saeed Abubakar III, says it will take decades for the bandit-ravaged Northwest geopolitical zone to come out of the menacing security challenge. The President General of the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs stated this at the Northwest Peace and Security Summit in Katsina State. The Sultan expressed the readiness of traditional rulers to partner with security agencies and the 7 governors of the geopolitical zone to save the region from the numerous problems of banditry and insurgency. The summit was graced by Vice President Kashim Shettima, who represented President Bola Tinubu, former President Muhammadu Buhari, governors of the 7 states in the Northwest geopolitical zone, service chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, among others. President Bola Tinubu is calling on both local and foreign investors to take advantage of the opportunities in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. He was speaking at a meeting in Abuja with the Group Chief Executive of Standard Chartered Bank, Bill Winters. According to him, Nigeria still requires substantial investments in its oil and gas sector to meet the energy demands and economic needs of its population, while it pursues a balanced energy transition. In his remarks, Mr. Winters lauded President Tinubu's bold economic reforms, noting the international investment community's recognition and support. Presidency is appealing to Nigerians not to pile unnecessary pressure on President Bola Tinubu, assuring that he would transmit the proposed bill on the new minimum wage to the National Assembly once it is ready. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, made a plea in a chat with newsmen. The assurance comes barely 24 hours after the organized labor urged the President to consider consulting and reaching an agreement with its leadership before transmitting the bill to the National Assembly. Onanuga wondered what the rush for the transmission of the bill was all about. While admitting that he had no knowledge of the date for submission, the presidential aide pleaded for more time. Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, alongside Vice Chancellors of universities, Rectors of polytechnics, and Provosts of colleges of education, among other stakeholders in the education sector, will meet on July 18, 2024 to decide the cutoff or minimum benchmarks for admission. The meeting, scheduled for July 18, will be chaired by the Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, according to a notice cited by our correspondent in Abuja. JAMB on April 29, 2024, released the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination results, and out of the 1.9 million who sat for the examination, 8,401 scored 300 and above, 77,070 scored 250 and above, 439,974 scored 200 and above, with 1,402,490 scoring below 200 pass mark. The meeting this year will determine the admission requirements while kick-starting the admission process for the current year. Kano State Police Command has deployed more armed personnel to the two palaces housing the contending emirs in the metropolitan local government areas of Kano. Hunters guarding the two palaces withdrew with the arrival of more policemen at both palaces. The outgoing Commissioner of Police in the state, Usaini Gumel, confirmed the deployment during an interview with newsmen. Meanwhile, Kano State High Court has adjourned the sitting in a case filed by the Kano State government to restrain the 15th Emir, Ado Bayero, and 4 other emirs from parading themselves as emirs. The presiding judge, Justice Amina Adamu, listened to both counsels and adjourned the hearing of the suit till 2nd July 2024. Counsel to Ado Bayero and that of Kano State government spoke to newsmen after the court sitting. Ogun State Governor Dakpo Abiodun has been named as the chairman of the Southern Governors Forum, with Chukwuma Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, named as the vice chairman of the forum. The emergence of Abiodun and Soludo were part of the decision reached at the end of the meeting of the Southern Governors Forum held at the Presidential Lodge, Abeokuta, in Ogun State. Abiodun will replace Rotimi Akeredolu, former governor of Ondo, who died on December 27, 2023. Speaking with journalists at the end of the meeting, Governor Abiodun commended his colleagues for electing him as the chairman of the forum. 16 out of the 17 governors that constituted the Southern Governors Forum attended the meeting, with only Rivers State Governor Siminalaye Fubara absent at the meeting. Immediate past chairmen from 21 out of the 23 local government areas of Rivers State have protested in their councils, insisting that they would remain in office. Alongside their loyalists, they stormed their various council secretariats in solidarity with the ongoing barricades by the police. The former council bosses, who were elected when Nyesom Wike held sway as governor, cited the Local Government Amendment and Administrative Law enacted by the Martin Amewule-led House of Assembly, which extended their tenure for 6 months, following the failure of Governor Siminalaye Fubara to conduct local government elections. Some of them that spoke with newsmen during the protest said they were out to defend democracy and the rule of law against the forces plotting to force the police to vacate the councils. You're still watching Enyimba TV News. After the short break, the news continues with foreign, business and sports updates. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. Now the news continues. The head of the United Nations Children's Agency, UNICEF, says Sudan, one of the worst places in the world, is one of the worst places in the world for children. Catherine Russell says it now has the largest displacement of children anywhere, with millions facing malnutrition and most of them not in school. She is traveling to the country torn apart by more than a year of brutal civil war as warnings of famine grow louder. The pillars of Sudan's food economy have collapsed, and both warring parties, that is, the Sudanese Army and a paramilitary group called the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, are restricting the delivery of desperately needed aid. And now from the business sector, Operators in the downstream oil sector are calling on the federal government to intervene by ensuring the provision of crude oil to the Dangote Petroleum refinery, as marketers now prefer to buy cheaper imported refined petroleum products rather than patronizing Dangote refinery. This came as the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria explained that the reason marketers were shunning the diesel and aviation fuel produced by the Dangote refinery was that the products were higher in cost. National President of IPMAN, Abubakar Mangadi, stated this while reacting to claims by the Dangote refinery that it had sold about 3.5 billion liters of refined products to Europe and other countries because some marketers were importing dirty fuels into Nigeria. They also slammed the international oil companies operating in Nigeria for selling crude oil to Dangote refinery above the global market prices, describing this as anti-country practice. And now from the sports desk, Ojo Olorunleke has dismissed suggestions that his move to Sudanese club El Merreikh will block his chance of playing for the Super Eagles. Ojo Olorunleke, who spent the last 3 seasons of his career at Enyimba FC, said his goodbyes to the club in the last match day of the 2023 and 2024 NPFL season after signing a 3-year contract with the Sudanese side. Olorunleke helped Enyimba FC to end the season with a 2-1 home victory over Plateau United at the Enyimba International Stadium, Aba. He used the opportunity to say his farewell to his fans. And with our sports story, we wrap up this edition of the news on Enyimba TV at this time. But before we go, here is a recap of the top stories. Victorious Covenant High School to face defending champions Sky Blue Diamond Academy in the finals of Enyimba TV and Radio Limited Schools debate competition. Army begins competition in weapon handling, obstacle crossing in ABIA. JAMB to decide admission cutoff July 18. Now that's our package of the news for now. Please join us for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to this channel or on YouTube and click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching. On behalf of the production crew, my name is Esther Chema, appreciating you for watching.